Dear everyone, I've chosen today to speak on the law of relativity and its relevance in our day to day life, and as well how it's connected to our spiritual existence. We know that the law of relativity was determined by Albert Einstein, and this law is a theory of the tug of gravity. According to Isaac Newton, we know that gravity is that force that when we throw any object upwards, it will be pulled down to the earth, or to put it this way, gravity is the force of attraction exerted by two objects on one another. Here, when you throw a ball up in the sky, we know that the ball is pulled down to the earth due to gravitational force. And as gravity is not just the force of one object, like it's not that only the earth that pulls the ball towards it because it's a huge magnet. Also, the earth moves towards the ball. Actually, what is moving and what appears as stationary is relatively same. We can see the ball falling towards the earth because it is small in size, but we cannot see the earth moving towards the ball because it is immensely large. And because of its huge size, the earth appears to be stationary, and because the ball is small in size, it appears to move. Also, gravity is not just a force that attracts objects towards one another. It's also a curving of space. Gravity is a distortion of space. And because gravity is a distortion, we have detected the existence of black holes, the existence of dark energy and dark matter. See, even highly advanced radio telescopes have detected enormous activity of hydrogen atoms in vacuum in space. And they call it dark matter and dark energy. And this dark matter and dark energy constitutes around 96% of the universe's total mass and energy. And this is how science detected them. We know that light moves in straight line. But when astronomers detected light bending in space, forming a dimple-like formation, they detected massive transparent objects like black holes. This tug was detected by light bending on touching a black hole, causing astronomers to see and study about massive stars and galaxies lying behind these invisible objects. Now, coming to this relativity formula, E is equal to mc square. Now we know that E is energy and m is mass. Energy means anything like thermal energy, magnetic energy, atomic energy, kinetic or potential energy, any energy. And mass is anything that has weight. Anything in the sense even the tiniest ones like atoms. Yes, atoms too have mass. Even the subatomic particles like the protons, the neutrons and electrons inside the atoms too have mass. Or when we break the atoms still further into their atomic clouds and strings or into their quarks, they still have mass in them. Now, according to the law of relativity, mass and energy are not different but are the same. So, what we see as an object, whether it's a living body or a thing, it's just only an illusion. Illusion because what appears as mass is actually energy in disguise. Even scientists have overthrown their core speculation that the world is material and infer that at the subtle level, the molecules and the subatomic particles only make an illusion of the material world. Now, while science has proven that matter at its infinite phase is only energy very recently, our saints and seers realized this intricate truth that matter and energy are one and the same barely 10,000 years ago. They had depicted about that invisible and indivisible particle in the Vedic literature. Our ancient saints were spiritual scientists who virtually visualized the world at the quantum level. Now, coming to the equation says that energy is equal to mass and mass is equal to energy. Like when you burn a paper, its appearance as a paper disappears and now gets converted into ashes and then mingles itself in thin air. So paper as a mass has converted into energy. According to this theory, mass and energy are the same physical entity, and they can also be interconvertible, that is, from mass to energy or from energy into mass. This equivalence proves that this accumulation of atoms, of molecules, of cells called as our body is only an illusion. By contemplating on this theory, you can well understand how trifle our existence is here. Now coming to the equation E is equal to mc square, C in the equation is light. Now when we know that energy and mass are the same, then how can mass travel at the speed of light? And we know that the speed of light is 186,000 miles per second. And if you were to travel in a rocket nearing the speed of light, then something strange will happen to you. Something really very interesting will happen to you as time slows down for you. And this phenomena is called as time dilation. Now, if you're traveling for 20 years in a spaceship and then you return back to Earth, your children will be grown 20 years more, but you will remain the same. Because when you move at the speed of light, time slows down. Also, when any object moves at the speed of light, the mass of an object increases infinitely, and also the energy required to move the object increases infinitely. The faster an object moves, the greater will its mass become. And at the speed of light, the mass of an object will become heavier and heavier. So it becomes hard for you to achieve the desired acceleration, that is to move at the speed of light. Anyhow, we know that as a body we cannot move at the speed of light. But something within you is beyond the hold of time and space. Something within you can accelerate speeder than light. Because within you, you are just pure energy. As a body, you may not advance at that velocity of light, but as energy, you sure can. Within you, your mind is energy. Within you, your thoughts are energy. Now just imagine that you are standing on the moon right now and you're already there within no time. Thoughts can move speeder than light. Thoughts are energy and as will have mass in them. That is what the equation says, that E is equal to m, that energy and mass are same. Yes, our body is not different from our mind. Both are the same, only that one is tangible and the other intangible. Thoughts are energy and they as well can be converted into mass or things. Like every object or thing invented by man is his own thought converted into a thing. See, if you think of flying in the sky, then you can invent a flying machine kind of a wing. And you can now fly with a machine kind of a wing. Haven't your thoughts become the machine? Thoughts as energy has converted into mass the machine. Now, if you want to step on planet Mars, you can think of inventing a rocket to carry you over there. Your thoughts can carry you in physicality. As a body, you cannot go in space at the speed of light. But as mind you can, because the mind can invent such a technology to carry you over there. Einstein determined that time and space are relative. In other words, the rate at which time passes depends on your frame of experience. For example, have you noticed that when you are happy, time passes quite speedily? And when you are sad, time passes too slowly? And this each one of us have experienced in our lifetime. Time and space are related to one another. Because our body occupies a certain space, it is also liable to the laws of time. Time means past or future, hence it ages. But since mind is energy, It doesn't depend on space and time for its existence. Hence, the mind doesn't age. A furniture in your home occupies some space and also wones out as time passes. Because a thing needs space, so it is also governed by time. Age is only for the body and not for the mind. The past and future exist only in your mind's frame. Rather, there is nothing like past and future. Everything is only present, only now. Every time you measure an object's velocity or its momentum or how it experiences time, it's always in relation to something else, to something past, to something or future. So, past and future exist because of your baggage of experiences, or otherwise, everything is just present, just now. Time means movement. Time refers to the past or to the future. And beyond the time means to be in the present. Einstein transcribed this inner truth of him into signs of mathematical equations as to E is equal to mc square. Thank you for listening this. Thank you.